If you decide to be your authentic self, you risk people not liking you, not accepting you for who you really are. You risk being judged and getting your feelings hurt. Basically, by being yourself, you become a lot more vulnerable. And it's scary, but you should do it anyway. When you decide to be your authentic self, you free yourself from being a people pleaser. You do what feels right and good to you. You start to think more for yourself. You make decisions based off your experiences, values, and beliefs rather than being easily influenced by others. By being yourself, you can do more of what makes you truly happy. You gain confidence because you know yourself better. You start to dress as you like, do what you like, and you can let your true personality flourish. This is also offering people in your life the opportunity to love you and accept you for who you are. And maybe some people won't like that, and that's okay. The more authentic you are, the easier it is for the people who like you for you to find you, and those who don't to just stay away. Now, you don't need to let your entire personality flow out. Human beings are so complex and we have so many sides to us. It's okay if you only show certain aspects of yourself to certain people. You can offer them as little or as much of yourself that you feel safe sharing while still being true to the person that you are. This is YouTube Run. You only see a small part of my personality that I feel comfortable sharing online, but it's still me, just not all of me. It has taken me years to open up to my friends, and thankfully they still like me. My partner, I wasted no time letting him see who I truly am when we first met, and it wasn't until a couple months ago that I finally felt comfortable being myself around my own parents. Yeah, I know. Basically, depending on the circumstances, the people, the environment, you can decide how much of yourself you feel safe offering to others while still being true to the person that you are. But what if you don't know who you are? You want to be authentic, you want to be yourself, but you don't even know yourself. There could be two possible reasons why you may be struggling with that. It's how our brains are wired. Being a part of a group and going along with the crowd is how humans have survived for so many years, or at least it's one of the ways. The primitive part of our brain that is wired to stay safe and that is also responsible for the fight, flight, or freeze response tells us the behavior that we need in order to survive. And I don't mean to sound dramatic, but that part of the brain is what probably helped me avoid getting bullied in middle school and high school. The moment I started to dress differently and express my individuality, I began getting made fun of by a couple of kids at school, and I didn't like that. So I quickly became like everyone else, trying to blend in, go with the crowd, and having no sense of self in order to avoid being bullied or isolated by my peers. I don't know about you, but in my high school, it was a jungle out there, and I did not want to be left out for dead. Reason two could be that you're constantly playing a role to benefit or please others. Obviously, there are times when you have to be in mom mode, boss mode, employee mode, etc. We all have expectations to meet and roles to play. It becomes a problem when we spend more time playing those roles than being ourselves, because that's how we start to lose touch with our authenticity. You have to remember that you are more than a parent, a student, an employee, etc. Behind all of the roles that you play in life, you are, at your core, a unique individual with certain values, beliefs, likes and dislikes, and experiences that make you who you are. Take time to do some reflection and become self-aware of who you are, because when you do, you can start showing up as your authentic self in your relationships, at work, and in life. Here are some questions that you should ask yourself to determine if you're living authentically. Do your actions align with your values? Are your relationships based on honesty and genuine respect for who you truly are? When you're in a social situation, do you feel you are presenting the real you rather than someone you're not? If you answered no to any or all of these questions, here are some steps that you can take that could help you unleash your authenticity. Take a vacation from social media. As you try to understand who you are as an individual, it will be tempting to compare yourself to others or to listen to people who tell you how to think and feel. A vacation from social media can help remove the peer pressure you feel to follow the latest trends or to do what everyone else is doing. Take a break from the influencers who are trying to influence you. Keep a journal, a place where you can keep track of moments when you feel like you're being authentic versus when you're not. What does it feel like when you're being yourself versus playing a role? Do you notice any physical or emotional changes? Are your thought patterns different? It's essential that you ask yourself these questions and identify the differences, so that way you can be more self-aware of your individuality. Learn more about yourself. What unique traits define you? Spend time describing yourself in your own words. Reflect on your old values versus your new ones, because your views on life are bound to change as you evolve into a fuller person. What are your likes and dislikes? What have you always loved? What are your strengths and weaknesses? What are your boundaries? What are your goals? Take yourself on dates and explore your interests. These are all important things that you need to dive into when developing your personality and unleashing your authenticity. Stop people-pleasing. Who cares if people don't like you? Do you like yourself? I spent the majority of my life trying to please others and hating myself. The need to be validated by others and wanting to make other people happy led me to having difficulties in making decisions for myself. I felt directionless in life, I criticized myself a lot, and I was really insecure. You have to liberate yourself from this constant need for approval from other people. Who cares if people judge you for how you choose to express yourself? Don't be afraid to speak what's truly on your mind, and don't ever feel discouraged from doing something that you like or think you would like just because everyone else around you says it's weird or lame. Aim to be candid about yourself and be genuine with how you think and feel. Being your authentic self is what encourages happiness and confidence. It is what builds honest and meaningful relationships. Being true to yourself is what's going to help you live a fulfilling life. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I appreciate it. And as always, I appreciate you.